Welcome to On the Fence, the show that's about helping you decide whether or not to spend your hard-earned money on the biggest and possibly best releases. Wow, I nailed that. It's almost like I've done it twice. No Nick with us today as we take a look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. But I am joined by my Michelangelo, Alex.
That's me.
And I'm going to call you Donatello. I was going to call you Leonardo, Ah Wai, but I don't want you to think that you're the Ryu of the Bash Bros.
Oh no, I thought you were going to be like, oh, because I don't want you to think that you're the leader or anything like that.
No. But Nick is the Leonardo, and I'm definitely the Raphael, the proper Raphael. I'm more like the Shredder. That's what I am of the Bash Bros. Today we are looking at, as I said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, the 2D brawler from Dumo, delete as appropriate. Cards on the table. We already recorded 10 minutes of this, and I fucked up the footage because I didn't capture it. But it's fine, because that means we just look that much better because of all the practice that we had. Isn't that right, guys?
Practice does make perfect.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Not at pressing the record button on footage, but yeah, it does make perfect for this game.
Actually, right, not to get technical here, but technically, if you practice the wrong method, it doesn't make perfect. You just, get more wrong.
Alex, did you change to April?
Oh wait, no, I'm April, apparently. What?
Why did you change to April?
Wait, I wasn't in the game, and then I started mashing
and
buttons.
then you joined, and then
I got it.
Alright, okay. Alex, I took your main.
No, that's fine. I didn't want to be over leveled for this bit,
Yeah, that's grand, yeah. So, as always with our On the Fence, we will sit here and play through about 15 to 20 minutes of gameplay footage, talking over it, or talking as we play, and then we will cut ahead to our final thoughts and opinions, and that'll just be us talking over some shit that we recorded anyway. Alex, we've obviously completed this game. We did it earlier today.
Yep.
I'm actually surprised at... Obviously, all the enemies kind of look the same because they're all Foot Clan ninjas, but like they do for the most part. I fell down. I fell down the manhole. Do you actually kind of play differently? Like, so obviously, there are always kind of like ranged guys. So like we fought guys with bows and arrows, and then we fought guys who threw kind of like tire irons, and then we've faced guys who had plunger guns, which is still weird.
Yeah.
So like there are archetypes, but I do feel like each archetype you do have to approach differently, and it does make you for example, like the shield guys. There are 2 or 3 different types of shield guys, but like you can't just sit there and wheel at them because it just doesn't work. You do have to approach them with a bit of I was gonna say tact, but that's not, a bit of tactics.
That's not how I play brawler games, man.
Yeah,
you just bash.
Button mash?
Yeah. I do love Donatello's taunt, I have to say.
Yeah, that face is incredible at the end.
Yeah. Something I did notice, so I played this by myself and I played it with Alex. Having more people on the screen, so if you taunt, it makes your special meter go up immediately. See, having playing that with people, you can kind of just spam the taunt, because obviously your enemies will kind of go towards just whoever's closest. So literally, like, if they all aim at you, I can just sit here, spam my taunt, get my finisher, then use my finisher, and then just go taunt again, and then like come and spam it. I feel like in that sense multiplayer is a little bit broken.
Yeah, like that was our strat for a lot of bosses.
Yeah, it really was. And you can't do that in single player because you are the only aggro target on the screen. You have to pick and choose. Pick and choose whenever you taunt.
Oh no, the monkeys are gonna kill me.
Do you want to tell us the story, Hans, again? What we're doing?
Sure, I'll give it a go. So this works as pretty much a sequel to the 90s TV show Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, because they weren't ninjas back then apparently. And yeah, so they have kind of defeated Shredder and the Technodrome, although they are still about. And this is all about Shredder and his goons trying to reassemble Krang and get the Technodrome up and running again. Or is it? Because there's a twist at the end, isn't that right, Alex?
Yes.
Because you end up fighting with the final boss.
Oh yeah, the final boss is great.
I don't know if it's... Does it count as spoilers? I don't know if it counts as spoilers. But the final boss is... well, no, it's actually... It's not. It's the penultimate boss, isn't it? It's not the final boss.
No, it is, yeah.
But yeah, it's something else. It's the only way to describe it. But I have to admit, like, the amount of, like, the deep lore that these guys go in, like, Dirtbag and Groundchuck are some deep-ass lore characters from the 90s show. Like, everyone knows Bebop and Rocksteady, everyone knows Shredder, everyone knows Krang, but, like, these guys are... I don't remember them, put it that way.
Oh, no.
I fell down the hole.
Have some pizza!
But this game, I feel this game just oozes charm. Like, the way, like, if you fall down a hole, your eyeballs stay up, like, proper loony, like that.
Yeah, just demonstrating.
Yeah. Like, the fact that you wake up, you're awoken with pizza. Like, the way that you get, if you get flattened by a car, like, you, Oh, come on! You got trapped in the corner. Like, if you're flattened by a car, you actually get pancaked. Like, I do think it's really, really cool.
Oh,
like,
no!
So charming. So, I also noticed as well, not all of them, but good number of the voice actors are either very good sound-alikes or are actually the voice cast. So Raphael's definitely is, because Raphael actually sounds like Donatello. That's how I know, like modern day Donatello. So that's how I know he's actually the old school Raphael. Why does Mikey celebrate with, like, the Japanese schoolgirl jump? Like, both, like, legs kicked out behind him and, like,
damn,
arms up in the air.
Didn't get my badge.
So, yeah, Ah Wai, you have to get badges awarded at the end of each level. There is the coveted person who sprinted the most.
Yep.
These sound like, Mario Party. Let me just make you feel better.
So, I don't want to show any of the two massive later levels, but there is one I do want to show because the music is truly... It's like something from, like, Sonic 06. If I can find it.
So how many levels are there?
16.
The game can easily be completed in 2 hours. Alex and I finished it bang on 2 hours. It's not difficult. It's like probably the right amount of challenging. I think I wouldn't have definitely said it's not Dark Souls level, put it that way.
Yeah, I will say after playing Young Souls and even Streets of Rage before that, like this game is a lot more chill.
Yeah.
Like,
I get that's partially probably to do with the audience. Like, obviously, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is still around. Oh, hit a girder is still around, so kids might want to play this, even though they don't realize it's, aimed at probably my generation. Our generation.
No, your generation. No, sounds good.
So, I do think that it is... Let's say we are playing on the average difficulty, so there is... the names are like all 90s, so like the hardest difficulty is called gnarly. So...
Oh.
One thing I did notice though is like there's not a massive amount of variety in the levels. Like, wow, both them just gonna let both those pizzas go by. There's not a massive amount, like although like the kind of backgrounds and backdrops and all change. It is always just, you know, scrolling left to right and, you know, attacking. There's like no real variety.
What do you? Oh, sorry,
LB,
sorry,
LB,
sorry.
LB.
Just,
Don't taunt at us.
Just. Oh.
Yes,
God.
teamwork.
God, I thought you guys were pro at this game.
So I'm too distracted by the music.
Yeah, I'm sure I can't really hear it because I also have to put out a different channel. But yeah, I love the music in this. Alex and I were talking about the music earlier. I absolutely adore the music in this. It ranges from perfectly fine, perfectly standard to straight up absolutely amazing. My personal shout out is the Shredder rap during the Shredder boss fight.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Apparently, and like these are all, I will say they are probably well-known artists. I don't know them. I'm not young and hip, but they are from actual like artists apparently. Like someone who is hip and down with kids' music would probably know the names. I just don't. I feel like Mikey's taunt, although funny, does not really suit Mikey. Oh, I missed the pizza.
Any comments?
Any comments?
Any comments?
My favorite thing to do is do that after we beat a boss. And then mic drop on them.
Is this the only level that's like, you know, quote unquote different, even though it's not actually
Like
different?
like the scrolling bit.
Yeah.
No, there's about 3 I think are like this, and they usually have the better music. So they do, like the music that has like lyrics and stuff isn't just kind of like background track.
Any comments?
There's some I do feel like
Wait, this wasn't do very much.
see that's always one of the things that's weird about. Oh, I find very weird about the this sort of level with the flying like enemies, because technically they still have like a floor hitbox. You know, like it's like you'd think if you're on the same level as them you'd hit them, but you don't. You still have to like rising attack them. It's just weird. Oh,
Pacifist award. Wow.
good job. You beat the less people. Why is that an award? Well done, you beat the least people.
Down there, by the beach.
Right, we'll do one more level on, well, whilst we gab, and then we'll cut ahead. Alex, can you think of any levels that stood out?
What was the car one? No, I kept getting run over. There's quite early one.
That's level 2. Yeah, because level 3 is another speed track one.
Yeah, it is. It's, yeah.
That one.
Big Apple, 3 p.m.
Yeah, because your exact words were, why does it say the name in the title?
Yeah, no, I was to say the time.
Or the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just fixed the party wagon.
I do think, like... So, like, obviously the guys that made this, they did Metal Slug and they did Streets of Rage. Like, their side-scrolling brawlers are in their DNA. But I was kind of wondering, like, what other... I'm not saying 90s. But, like, what other, like, side-scrolling games from ages ago could you bring back? That these guys could probably do.
There was a Dungeons and Dragons one, wasn't there?
Yeah. Like, I know Gauntlet's more isometric, but like they did have a like a side-scrolling spin-off game, I suppose.
I think the D&D one might have been arcades.
Oh, what about the Simpsons side brawler? They could do that.
Why?
Wasn't the original like Ninja Gaiden games like
like-
stupidly hard side scrollers?
Yeah. Pizza time, guys.
That's all the time.
Haha, not today.
So, since we are playing a Turtles game, there is a burning question on my mind. Alex, why don't you like cheese?
I just don't like cheese.
Is it the taste? Is it the texture? Is it
A bit of both.
is it because it's kind of like fudge? It's like really savory fudge.
I like fudge.
Yeah, like the texture is like fudge, I would say.
Well, like every time I've had cheese, I've been quite ill. So nice.
So you're not lactose then, are you?
No. I remember eating a pizza and immediately being sick. So
You sure that wasn't just because you worked at like Pizza Hut and like were probably quite literally sick to death looking at the stuff?
no, I don't like cheese before that.
What about cheesecake?
It depends on the cheesecake. Like sweet stuff can mask it. I can still taste
Yeah.
it a wee bit. Like
As long as it's not just that tang to it.
yeah.
Ah Wai, I reckon you make a absolute banger cheesecake.
I do love a good cheesecake.
This episode is literally devolved into us talking about food.
So it's my kind of conversation.
It's
Yeah.
what the turtles would want.
It is what the turtles would want.
Well, you know. So, well, we gotta ask the big old question then, right? Pineapple, yay or nay?
It really doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it does.
I
I have made many pizzas in my time with pineapple on them, so I don't care.
like I like
Well,
to me.
making and eating are very two very different
Yeah.
things.
I feel like if you put a pineapple pizza down in front of Alex, his main issue is not going to be the pineapple.
Yeah, that is very true.
Like to me, like I don't know, like for me, don't get me wrong, like I do not want the thing, covered, left or right in friggin' pineapple, but like a little bit of sweet, refreshing through all like the rich tomato sauce and cheese. Yeah, that's. I don't see anything wrong with that. What about you, Yai?
I'm definitely okay with pineapple. It's not like my topping, right?
Oh yeah.
But like some
You wouldn't go out of your way to seek it, but if it's put down in front of you and it's the only choice, you'd be like, yeah, not a bother.
yeah.
And someone did put me on to Hawaiian pizza, but with barbecue sauce is pretty dope, and I have to admit it is.
So barbecue sauce, I'm feeling. I used to really like it, and then I feel like it's kind of sickening now. Like if you eat too many, if I couldn't eat a whole pizza. Actually, no, I can't. But
don't lie, man.
Yeah. I could not eat a whole pizza with barbecue. I mean, actually, to me, it has to be like decent. You know, like if it's like barbecue sauce, it's just like I feel like Domino's has a very, very sickening sweet like barbecue sauce. But like I feel like when it's done properly, I think it's very, very, very good.
there's a place just down the road from where I live now. It's a really nice like wood fire pizza place, and they sometimes do like buy one get one free, right? But the pizza's always on it. It's always the barbecue pizza, which has to tell you something, right?
Can you not just be like, "Hi, hey, Ah Wai here"?
Can I have a barbecue pizza without the barbecue?
Yeah, can I customize that? It's like, yeah, what do you want? What do you want? Right, see everything, sweet, love it. But how about you swap that nasty ass barbecue sauce for some tomato?
Okay, guys, how about sweet chili sauce on pizza?
On a pizza?
Yeah,
I can't say I've ever had that.
No, like
100%. Try it.
like as a
Yeah,
like as
how
a
much-
drizzle,
yeah,
maybe.
right?
Yeah.
No. As the sauce.
No, that sounds that's the same issue as the bad barbecue. It sounds too
doesn't
sweet.
go on thick. Doesn't go on thick.
Doesn't go on thick. That's yep. When you're saying thick, do you mean CK or CC?
Both.
Like to me, that's the same issue as barbecue. It sounds like it'd be too sweet for an entire pizza.
No, you cancel it out with savory. So you put like
With the rest of the pizza.
yeah, exactly. Because you don't put a lot on it. You just do enough to cover the base. Obviously, I would put more on it because I need something to bulk it up.
Like to me, if you put that on as a drizzle, I would probably be okay with it. Depending on the toppings, obviously. Sweet chili and pepperoni, bit of a mishmash. But like, you talk to me, you come at me with maybe some chicken, some red onion, some peppers, and then with a sweet chili drizzle. Yeah, I could see where you're coming from.
What I used to do in pizza was we were allowed a pizza for our lunch if we wanted one, or a salad. So one day I was like, you know what, I'm going to try something. So I got the sweet chili dip and put it on the dough, put chicken, funny enough, red onion, pepper, and bacon.
Maybe I can get behind you.
And it was amazing. In fact, it was so good, a customer saw me lift it out of the oven and was like, yeah, that looks pretty good. I want one of those. So they got
so
theirs.
good, they called it the Proud Food.
So they got that, but with cheese, obviously. So
they made it better.
Yeah, they made it a pizza.
I mean, they made it normie pizza, I guess.
A normie pizza. Imagine if you actually, can I get the Proud Foot, please? But a Proud Foot was actually a pizza with no cheese. Hi, can I get the meat feast, but make it a Proud Foot with no cheese? There you
that
go.
won't work because half of the Proud Feet like cheese.
But you're an internet celebrity.
Oh, good joke.
Right. Right. We will continue to play on ahead, but you guys, the viewers, will now cut ahead to our final thoughts and opinions on TMNT Shredder's Revenge. So, Alex and Ah Wai, I have a question that we like to ask every single time on this show. We'll start with Ah Wai, since you probably had the least amount of time with it. So, Ah Wai, if I was on the fence about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, what would you say to me?
How much is this game?
Ranging from 20 to 40 pounds, depending where you buy it.
20 to 40?
Yeah,
That's-
so a PlayStation Store has it for 20 quid, 19.99.
Oh, I don't know, because you guys said you guys finished this in 2 hours. I feel like there are better options.
But you got it on Game Pass, so it's free technically.
That's not how it technically works, man. I'm still paying for it. I think it's a really cool game. I think it's really cool, but like, it's so short, and there's not like a lot of variety. So
I will say there is an arcade mode. So there's a story mode which works very basic. So you always have your lives, and kind of if you die, you just get knocked back to the start of that level. But, if you run out of lives, you go back to the start of the level. There is also an arcade mode, and that works off of your lives and also continues. And if you go through all your continues and all your lives, you lose all your progress and have to go right to the very start, like you were, in an arcade. And there are achievements for that, so that would probably elongate it out a wee bit.
Also, there are achievements for maxing every character, because each character has levels, so there's achievements for that. There's also different endings to the game, like we screens
6 different,
yeah, for each character.
But I get what you mean, like in terms of variety and stuff.
Gameplay wise,
like in terms of challenges and all, there's some there, but I would equate this more to hey, complete these time trials. Hey, complete these battle scenarios. There isn't a lot of variety. Otherwise, yeah, I do see what you mean.
Let me put it this way to you, right? As this is very obviously like an arcade game, right? I think I'd have so much fun playing this in an arcade and shit, but I'm not putting in $20 into an arcade machine to play this. And I don't know if I'd put $20
Some
into this.
people would, though.
Yeah, that's
Some
the thing,
people.
That's the thing. But I would love to see more of this kind of thing. I feel like this is such a good example of how good these games could be, but I just feel like there's just not enough. So
the problem with these games are they're not very long.
Yeah.
Because Streets of Rage is the same. It's not very long.
So Alex, I will ask you the same question. If I was on the fence about TMNT Shredder's Revenge, what would you say to me?
Well, my first thing I'd say to you is, do you have Game Pass?
Yes, I do.
Then you should play this game.
What if I don't?
Get
Aye, that's so fucking confident now.
get Game Pass and then play this game. Not I wouldn't 40 quid in some places. I wouldn't spend 40 quid on this game. There just isn't enough content to justify that. Even £20, like I was saying, the content just isn't there. It's a fun game, but it's not very deep.
Yeah, you compare the likes of, for us, our bar is Guardian Heroes, a game very similar in terms of style and gameplay. But you think about, it had branching paths and stuff, and,
Oh god, and different character interactions and different endings, different levels, stages. It's insane the amount of variety in that game, and that's, early 90s, I think it was, so...
Don't get me wrong, I feel like the overall gameplay in this would be better, but then, again, like you said, you're talking 20 years difference, so... But, I feel like the overall gameplay feels more satisfying, the big flashy moves and stuff are really cool. But, you take this and put it into that Guardian Heroes format, that'd be pretty fucking sick.
Even with Guardian Heroes, you've got your special or super, and then you've got magic, and then you can cycle through different spells, and each character has access to different spells. There's so much variety in that game.
I will say, though, the selection option for those spells was garbage.
Yeah.
The thought bubble, you had to cycle them through, all while not moving, because you couldn't move and do it at the same time, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so I will not lie. I'm the complete opposite of you two. I fucking love this game, but I feel like that was always going to be an inevitable. For me, yeah, I do agree with you. The 2 hours for story mode is very short, very very short. For 20 quid, taking in. For the cheaper option of 20 quid, so for example, I was on the PlayStation Store. Yeah, if you're into getting achievements and you're into replayability and you're into the arcade mode, I think 20 quid probably is just enough to justify it. Would not pay £40 for this. that is a lot. Even my love of TMNT, I don't love it that much. But I love the look of this. I love the way it plays. I love the music because it's just so silly. Yeah, if you have Game Pass and you kind of grew up in the 90s watching this, this is a must play. We'll probably go for the 20 quid option rather than the 40 quid option. But this is the sort of game that will, like, I imagine, go on sale pretty quickly. And when it goes on sale, it'll be like 50% off very quickly. But I'm so glad this got made. Like, they're doing a Cowabunga collection of all the old games sooner rather than later. The fact that this is like a sequel to all those just makes me so happy, and I'm so happy that this exists too. I love this game. This will be going on my top 5 easy. So that was our thoughts and opinions on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, currently available on PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I imagine it'll make its way to the next generation of consoles too. Currently ranging from £20 to £40. Thank you for joining me, guys. I do appreciate you filling in for Nick.
You're welcome.
Cowabunga.